We also have the post-clearance audits.
Okay,
there are some
it seems to be some kind of
declarations, either because of time sensitiveness, we needed to let them go, and then we conduct post-clearance audit on them. So the whole essence of PAR and taking over custom inspection, the destination inspection, is to facilitate trade. And anything that will detract from that objective, we will not want to do it. And if we do, we expect our stakeholders to call us. This is the year of communications. Please communicate with us. Let us know how we can do it better.
Okay, but before I let Nkena react, I would like to ask Wale this question about PAR. And we understand that PAR will only be issued at the customs headquarters in Abuja. Now, will this not create a problem in relation to having to centralize the operation of PAR and create more delays?
Yeah, we took over from service providers who were operating 3 different business models, like I said. They were operating from different locations. They were given different ports, allotted different ports to operate. And so you expect that their operations are tailored along their areas of operations. Now, Customs has a countrywide constituency. We are the ones who pretending what is happening in all the ports, in all the border stations. So I think it makes better operational sense for us to operate from one location. The good thing about this is that all the banks that trade from M are all on the same page with us. So documents are uploaded into our system, and it is easier for us to have them at a central location. We do have servers in Abuja, and we also have servers in some other locations. So it is not important for us to treat PAR at 2, 3, 4, 5 places. It is even better from our experience, from what we are seeing now, that a central location, operationally, is better since all the systems and the processes are, automated.
All right, Wale, I'll get back to you in the course just before we wrap up. But let me hear from Nkena. Nkena, it seems like some kind of relief based on what Wale said, that you can feed the customs service with information as to the operations around the ports and in relation to the clearing of your cargoes.
Okay. Yes, Wale is right. As stakeholders, the Chamber of Commerce is one of the many stakeholders in the whole process, in the organized private sector. We're supposed to be in partnership with customs because destination inspection has to work, and it must work. So we have a responsibility to make it work. Now, where we have to make reports on anything that happens in the port that will make the process not work, we will do that. The channels are there both at the command levels and at the central headquarters levels. And we've been doing that, and we've been getting good feedback. So, Nigerian Customs is one of several custom organizations that are members of the WCO. And the WCO has a policy document for customs in the 21st century. It's called C21. And there it's number 4 of they have 10 building blocks. The 4th one there is to build partnerships with the trade organizations. And that is part of what we, as the chamber, expect from the service. The destination inspection regime, as Wale itself has mentioned, from the beginning they knew they would have challenges because they're taking over what 3 different companies were doing. They acknowledge those challenges and they're focusing on them. We, from our side, our responsibility is to ensure that we do voluntary compliance, and where we also identify challenges, we should let the customs know because it's a partnership. It's not we and them and them and we. We are working together as one complete chain. So we've done about 2 months, almost 2 months now, 1st of December. And well, so far so good with the challenges, but we believe that with the change management that customs is undertaking now at the headquarters, they've moved officers, they've promoted officers, they're undertaking trainings, both of the officers and the agents. They've created a Nigerian trading hub to enable importers to even access and know information. Everybody doesn't need to come to headquarters. They've set up computers at Balogun market, I think, and at the trade fair market where we have a lot of importers. And they've been doing a lot of sensitization to the public to make them conversant with with the rules on the guidelines on importation.
Okay.
So we believe that with all these key enablers, customs will keep in mind the key performance indicators
All right.
for the success of this
process.
program.
Okay.
And
we actually do not have
much.
much time. Just before I let you go, Kenna, what are your last comments on the show? What do you want the customs service to do in just one sentence?
Effective change management.
Okay. Wale, what you want, last comment on the show before we go, what will you be telling Nigerians as to how you're going to go about having to record the success that you're looking forward to in this process?
I would say that as we are Nigerians in Nigerian Customs Service, we are managing trade into Nigeria, and we want to do it in such a way that every actor, everybody involved in the chain, the customs officer, the trade forwarders, the customs agents, the importers, will all have some values one way or the other. We have talked about it from the perspective of customs. We want service to be rendered faster, more effective, and in a very transparent way. This is what we are bringing to the tables.
All right.
And this is what we want our stakeholders, our importers, our agents to try and key into, so that our ports will no longer be a reference point for everything that was bad. We talked about corruption. We talked about congestion. We now want to talk about transparency in our ports.
Okay,
we want
Wale,
to talk about faster clearance. We want to talk about
I think your thoughts, your points have been made. Thank you very much for your time with us on the program. Okay, that's been Wale Adeniyi, the PRO at the Nigerian Customs Service, talking to us from Abuja. And here in Lagos, we actually had Ikenna Nwosu. Is a member of the Freight Forwarders Group at the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We want to say thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you very much, Bolaji. My pleasure.
And that's been the program on today's edition of Business Morning. We do appreciate the time with us. We hope you join us again same time tomorrow. We'll be keeping our eyes on the meeting that will be held today by the U.S. Fed as to what decision it will make, and that is likely to drive the markets at the end of the session. Thank you for watching. I am Bolaji Akiwale. Coming up next is News Track.